What's up everyone? Today we're unboxing the 1/12 scale Honoka FoxFire Battle Maiden by Snail. Let's take a look inside the box, shall we? Comes with a cool postcard, typical with Snail. Here is the instruction manual. And here's the first clamshell with the figure and accessories. The figure comes with 6 pairs of hands, 2 face sculpts, and a fox mask. You get a sidearm and an assault rifle, a couple of ammo pouches, and some drones and a furry tail. This one comes with 3 stands. 2 of them are for the drones and 1 for the figure. Now for the figure itself, let's take a look real quick. At first glance, the paint job is actually pretty well done. Snail has been improving their figures for the last couple of years, so I'm really impressed with this one overall on the first look. The black really pops on the color of her skin, which is really nice. It feels pretty solid. Snail come a long way when it comes to their action figures. I don't feel a lot of loose parts right out the bat, and it feels pretty well designed. The paint job looks good, her face looks good. Let's take a look at the articulation. The head can move pretty well. The ponytail can move left and right and up and down actually, which I'll show later in the video. It's a little bit limited when it comes to moving the head up and down, but you can move the neck up and down a little bit. The arms articulate pretty well. You can move it all the way up, rotate the biceps and the hands as usual. Hello. The elbows are double jointed, which is standard nowadays with these type of action figures, so that's pretty good. If you rotate it all the way up, you can actually pull the hands, or the arms rather, all the way up, almost touching the top of her head. The upper torso feels okay. I don't want to say it's too limited, but you can't go too far back or forward with it. The waist feels a little bit fixed. I think it's by design because of the black belt buckle thingy here that holds the weapon or the magazines. The legs, there's no real hip drop, and you really can't do a split or a really good kick pose with this figure, unfortunately. There is a thigh swivel as well, so you can actually rotate it. The knees are double jointed also, which is always nice in these figures, but there isn't a toe joint or toe articulation on this one. She does have small feet, especially with the boot. I did have an issue with the left leg. I was trying to see how far it can go as a kicking motion maybe, and it came right off, so I'm not sure if anybody else had this issue with theirs, but it's easy to put back on, it's no big deal, but it made it a little bit challenged to pose this leg in the way I wanted to pose it. The tail itself is actually pretty good. There's a metal wire inside so you can bend it in any position or an angle you want. It feels like a rabbit's foot keychain. It's pretty soft, although some of the fur can peel off, so just keep that in mind when you're trying to install yours so you don't peel off too much or anything. It's not a big deal, but it's still a pretty cool addition to the figure. Here's one of the drones. Both of the drones are identical, so I'll only show you one of these. The fans, or I guess the propellers, they don't really rotate, but the little eyeball on the camera do rotate in the front here. Here's a smaller gun. It has a little silencer on it. It's like a little SMG pistol. You can pull the shoulder stock out as well, which is a pretty nice touch. You can also remove the magazine, which is cool. You can see the detail on the ammo, which is nice. Here's the assault rifle. It's pretty well designed. I like all the details in it. You can pull the magazine out as well, which is really nice to touch. The details are really well done on these guns. Here's the fox mask. You have to install this with an already faceplate on her, but it's pretty cool detail. I just wanted to show it off here. And what's really cool, the holster for the sidearm is magnetic, and actually all the pieces that go on the rear on the belt are magnetic pieces, which is a pretty cool touch. I haven't seen another Snail show yet. Maybe I've missed one, but this is the first action figure I've seen from them that use magnets to install the accessories and whatnot. So that's pretty cool. And it holds pretty well. They're pretty strong magnets. Here are the face sculpts. It came with 2 different face sculpts and the fox mask. The rest of the images and clips you'll see is the showcase of the action figure in different poses and close-ups, so you can take a better look at it. Here's how the foxtail looks once it's installed. It does get in the way of the ammo boxes or the ammo pouches on her rear, but the magnets can still hold on to them pretty well enough, so it's not a huge deal, but it is pretty big once you put it on. But it does look pretty cool. Here's the drones installed on the 2 stands. They're pretty easily installed. Mine were a little tight on the pegs when you install them, so just be careful you don't overstress the peg on the stand. But it does bring the action figure together when you have the 2 drones standing next to her. I tried to duplicate some of the promo pictures with her grabbing onto the drone handle or standing on them. It's not really practical, to be honest, but you can make it work if you have a little stand or a couple of stands to actually position them in the right way. So it can work out, as you can see in some of these pictures I did. Here's a couple of size comparisons with the LPZZ and another Snail shell and the Hyper Body action figures. Thanks for checking out my video. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, and I'll have some more unboxing videos in the near future. And check out my live streams. Peace.